Hello everyone. Thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that have been for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. We're talking about how Ogun State Commissioner for Environment, the person of Honorable Abudu-Balogun, has been accused of attempted rape by a 16-year-old secondary school girl who goes by the name Barakat Melojekun. And as such, they had to get hold of Barakat so as to hear directly from her. And she was also interviewed. They wanted to get the real story or the exact activity that had transpired or that had happened between her and the Commissioner for Environment in Ogun State. When Barakat was interviewed, she said that this was actually a plan between her uncle and one of her teachers to actually get her in bed with the commissioner. Who would even think of doing something like this to a little girl of 16 years old? And in her own statement, her own confession, she said that the commissioner succeeded in touching her but didn't give in to him when he actually tried to force himself on her in his own house. These are the words or the statements from Barakat, the 16-year-old girl who was narrating the whole ordeal that happened between her and the commissioner. However, she has also accused him of trying to use her for rituals. And as such, we know that some people are into ritual activities for different reasons. Some people get into ritual activities for money, some for fame, some for power, some for children, different reasons. So that's where this whole story had now come in, because they are trying to find out the truth about everything that has happened. You know, when issues like this come up about prominent people in the society, they want to find out facts and figures, not just rumors or speculations or just a mere story. They want to get the whole truth about what happened, if it is true or not. So usually they go extra mile when it has to do with top government officials or people that are popular in the society. I think that's why they had to go to the extent of having to get hold of Barakat herself. But I'm going to drop the video clip regarding her interview so that you will hear directly from Barakat herself. Okay? Well, but if this is true, guys, what do you think about it? And how would you say with regards to the commissioner? Because she has now said that it was a plot between her uncle and her teacher. So does it mean now that they were actually paid to do this? Because I know things like this, if this is actually if it actually happened, let me put it in that way, if it's real, her uncle and the teacher will not do a job like this for free. Obviously, we know something like this is risky, so you would have to pay some amount of money. But they didn't say that. I'm only trying to make certain statements. I'm presenting it to my viewers or my listeners. What do we all think about this? Or are these mere speculations? Or is it being said to tarnish someone's image? So what do we all think about this? So please, whatever is your opinion or your comments, please to leave your comments at the comment section. below, okay? Because your opinions are very, very important. Well, if this actually happened, if this is true, it's really bad that you treat a kid like this, someone else's child, in this manner. What if it's your own child that is being treated like this? How would you feel? You know, if people are into acts like this, horrible acts, first think, pause, ask yourself a question. If my sister or daughter is being treated in this manner, how would I feel? If I watch the television and I see my own child up there and she is saying this is what someone tried to do to her, how are you going to feel? Then why do that to someone else's child? Like I will repeat, if this is actually true that this commissioner did this, it's really, really, really bad. It is bad. And it's going to also affect his position because he will now be looked at differently. Because she is now saying he tried to force himself on her in his own house and to use her for rituals. Wow. Well, this is not a good thing at all. This must be a father, and then you're attempting to use another person's child for rituals. It is so bad when you see such things like this, or when you hear about things like this happening. You will be wondering, these people doing these things, don't they have human feelings? Don't they have human feelings? Guys, I'm going to leave the clip for everyone to listen and hear directly from Barakat herself when she was interviewed, to hear and know the whole story of what happened. Please, like I said, do leave your comments down below. Your comments are highly important. Friends, thank you for coming out today. For those that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.
His hand on my head. I now moved away his hand that he shouldn't touch my head, that they don't used to touch my head. He now wanted to force me inside his bedroom, but I struggled with him and started shouting because people are around his compound and he didn't want them to know what is happening. He now leave me there. He now gave me four 500 naira notes, which is 2,000 naira, that I should use it as my transport. I rejected the money, that I didn't need it. He now said if I didn't collect the money, that he won't let go of me. So I now collected the 500 naira, four 500 naira notes from him, and he now opened the door for me. And I went out of his house. He now told that Mr. Austin to take me to our house.
Okay. Now, what you with all the stories you have narrated, what do you want Nigerians to do about this matter? As a teenager, 16 years old, who was harassed by a sitting commissioner for environment in Ogun State. What do you want Nigerians to do about this matter to you? Because I can see how you feel, and I want you in that passion to tell Nigerians what you want.
I want meaningful Nigerians to help me to take up this matter and help me to charge against him, because this has never happened to me in my life. Right now, I'm so shocked, as in it has never happened to me. They have never harassed me in that manner. So I want meaningful Nigerians to help me on this matter, please.
Well, young lady, can you please tell me your name?
My name is Melody Barakat Mayowa.
Meloju Ekun what?
Barakat Mayowa.
Where are you from?
I'm from what side?
Ogun local government. Please, how old are you?
I am 16 years old.
16 years. What class are you?
I'm in SS3.
Can you please tell me the name of your school, the school you attend?
The name of my school is Victory Model College, Abudu-Balogun side of the state.
I heard about a case involving you and the current Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Balogun Abdul. Can you please tell me, can you just narrate a little about what transpired between you and the Honorable?
What transpired between I and the honourable is that on the 29th of December 2020, which is Tuesday, I was on my way to the NIN office to do my NIN. So I came across this man named Honourable Abudu-Balogun, which is the current commissioner for environment at Ibiade motorcycle park. So he called me. I was discussing with my friend. He called me that he knows me somewhere, and I told him that I didn't know you. He said, okay, maybe I resemble the person. That where am I living? I told him that I'm living at Ogun. Now said, okay, I can take my leave. I left there. So when I wanted to leave the scene, he now sent this guy named Sheun at the park to come and collect my phone number. And I told the guy that he should tell the honourable that he should go and collect that my phone number from Mr. Lasisi Saheed, aka Mayor. That the guy now said, okay, he's sorry that he may not know that the man is my father, that is the man my father. And I said, no, the man is not my father, but he's another brother to my father. And I said, okay. They now started disturbing that my friend that we were discussing together to give them my phone number. The guy
Who
now
was who was the person disturbing your friend?
Mr. Austin, a teacher at Illusion Grammar School presently. So the man was disturbing that my friend to release my number. So the guy now released my number to them. The Mr. Austin now called me that where am I? I told him that I'm at the NIN office, that I want to register my NIN. Now said, okay, I should come back. And I told him that I can't leave what I'm doing right now to come and meet him. And I said, when I'm through, I should come and meet him at Ibiade Park. And I said, okay, sir. So when I
Sorry. Who are you? Who did you suspect was sending Austin to collect your number and to speak with
Honourable
you?
Abudu-Balogun.
All right.
So when I was through with the NIN, I went home straight. So the Mr. Austin now called me that night again that why didn't I come and meet him at the park? And I said I was in a hurry to go home, that I have something to do at home. That's why I didn't come and meet him. And I said okay. So on the 31st of December 2020, which is on Thursday again, Mr. Lasisi Mayor now went to go and meet my grandparents, that he wanted to take me, that someone need a computer operator, that the man said I knows how to operate computer. So he now came to meet me and asked me that did I know how to operate computer, and I told him yes, that I know how to operate computer. Now said okay, that I should go and change my clothes, that we are going to meet someone that needs a computer operator. And I said okay. Now said, so we now went together to that actions house. On getting to the honourable Abiodun Abudu house at Itaotu, he said I should sit down inside the car, that I must not get down. And a lady now came to pick me, whose by name is Mariam Eniola Oyenuga, from Itaotu. So the guy now took me inside one living room. So Mr. Austin now came inside and started the conversation with me that why didn't I pick his call yesterday? And I told him that I was not with my phone. And I said okay. He now took me to a room. The honourable
Inside whose house?
inside Honourable Abudu-Balogun's
Okay.
house. So the Honourable Abudu-Balogun now came inside, and Mr. Austin went outside immediately. So immediately Mr. Austin went out, the Honourable Abudu-Balogun locked the door instantly and put the key inside his pocket. So he now moved closer to me and asked for the name of my school. I told him that I'm from Victory Model College. He said how much is my school fees. I told him that is 30,000 naira. He asked the person that is paying my school fees. I told him that is my dad. He now said, okay, that one is small too. So he now said, didn't I think of starting a business before going to school? And I said no, that I want to go to an higher institution. And I said, okay, da. If I will need money now, how much should I need? And I said any amount. He said I should state an amount. I said any amount. He now moved closer to me and pressed my breast. And now move away his hand that
You mean Honorable
ah
Balogun, the current commissioner for environment, moved and touched your breast?
yes sir.
Okay.
He touched my breast, so I moved away his hand that he shouldn't touch my breast. He now asked me that won't I cooperate? I said why will I cooperate? So he now started pressing my breast, pressing my body, and harassing me, something like that.
And what were you doing that time?
I was struggling to free myself from him, to gain freedom. So he now started reciting some incantations. I wanted to place his hand on my head. I now moved away his hand that he shouldn't touch my head, that they don't used to touch my head. He now wanted to force me inside his bedroom. But I struggled with him and started shouting. Because people are around his compound and he didn't want them to know what is happening. He now leave me that he now gave me 4 500 naira notes, which is 2,000 naira, that I should use it as my transport. I rejected the money, that I didn't need it. He now said if I didn't collect the money that he won't let go of me. So I now collected the 500 naira 4 500 naira notes from him, and he now opened the door for me, and I went out of his house. He now told that Mr. Austin to take me to our house.
Okay. Now, what you with all the stories you have narrated, what do you want Nigerians to do about this matter? As a teenager, 16 years old, who was harassed by a sitting commissioner for environment in Ogun State. What do you want Nigerians to do about this matter to you? Because I can see how you feel, and I want you in that passion to tell Nigerians what you want.
I want meaningful Nigerians to help me to take up this matter and help me to charge against him, because this has never happened to me in my life. Right now I'm so shocked, as in it has never happened to me. They have never harassed me in that manner. So I want meaningful Nigerians to help me on this matter, please.